had to man mark Demarai. Worst experience of my life.
What, did you eat the
Yeah. I'll just say straight up. The first week, I wanted to quit. Hashtag is more of like, you'll get hate on social media. Chelmsford, you'll get hate in your face. I just said to him, look, no, it's your club, but this is my career. You can only go as far as you can with a club, and sometimes you've got to take another step, and hopefully one day reach the Prem.
What's going on, people, and welcome back to Rootz TV. Back here, Goals Wembley. Join with my guy, Jermaine Francis, man. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You know what? I had to make sure I'd get this in because you're going big time now, innit? So I just had to make sure I get my interview before you go big time. But yeah, how you doing, man?
Not too bad, man. Just same old, just grafting.
Grafting?
Yeah, grafting, man.
I see you doing your thing now.
Yeah, man. Just
yeah?
Hard work beats talent, innit?
Yeah, I like that. I like that saying. Nah, you're the epitome of that, because when I seen you playing before, obviously at a certain team we won't mention, you was doing your thing, and then now you're out flipping Barnet now, National League, innit?
Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes obviously you got to take a couple steps back to take 2 steps forward. So yeah, I'm here now. Yeah,
talk to me about your journey though, bro, because some people don't know about your journey, like from before. They might know, like, obviously at hashtag and you know where you are now at Barnet, but talk to me about your journey before, man, because you came through the academy, right, at Chelsea, is that right?
Yeah, so obviously I was at Oxford College, studying engineering, and obviously I had to stop that because I was playing for the Chelsea Foundation at first. We went to Cobham to play against other schools, and I got picked along with 2 other people.
How old were you at this age?
I was 16, 16. So yeah, I got picked with 2 others, and we played against Palace in a showcase, and obviously they offered me 6 months. So I said, yeah, cool. They said after the 6 months, we'll see what, if you're going to get an option. They said, nah, because obviously you're too small.
Yeah.
Stopped kicking ball after that. Obviously my head was down, stopped kicking ball. Then obviously I came back to obviously the team that we shouldn't mention. Found love for the game again, and I think kicked on from there. Went Coggleshaw after that, step 4. Just got my stats up really. Played against hashtag when we lost 4-2.
Yeah.
I just used that pretty much as like a showcase, basically, and I ripped in that game. Then
Coggleshaw, that's the one that's Ollie Murr's team, right?
Yeah.
So you was linking up with AT in it at the time.
Yeah, and then I think Sam Bantic was there at the time, and then he went hashtag. But he's told me that the manager likes me, so should I come down, blah, blah, blah. But there was also an offer for Chelmsford at the time. And obviously I wasn't really confident in my ability going from step 4 to step 2. But they offered me to play wing back, but I was never a wing back. I was young, innit? I was never a wing back. I just said, look, let me just showcase my ability on a platform where I can use it and obviously try win something. So we ended up winning the league with AT and obviously PK and stuff, and got my move to Chelmsford. Again, step 2 with Ben Brooks. We ended up finishing 2nd. Just obviously, it's harsh, innit? Like, obviously, 1st goes up, you have to play playoffs. 2nd, anyone can do it. So from 2nd to 7th, and the team in 5th ended up winning it. So obviously, we got knocked out by Braintree, but it was a good experience out there. And then obviously, I got my move to Barnet. I'm here today. Yeah,
it's crazy how that's all come about, man. So you kind of had to go back to go forward, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, talk to me about, okay, first at your time at Coggleshaw, like, where was you playing? What position was you playing?
Left wing and right wing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doing your thing. So would you say you got a lot of joy there? Because again, you're just linking up with more experienced players there, playing on a bigger spotlight than the team before. Like, how was your time there?
To be honest, at the time, at the start, I was a centre midfielder, because obviously I came from Chelsea and obviously they played me there. I've never played on the wing there, never. It's
funny because I've always seen you as a winger. Obviously,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that, and do you know what? I wouldn't class myself as a winger. I class myself as a 10, but I can do a job there, and I think the job that I do out there, especially with the stats, is I kind of enjoy it now.
Yeah.
So obviously when I was at Coggleshaw, I had guys like AT, Ross Wall, George Coughlin, Sam Bantic. They're all helping me, telling me what to do, get into areas where to get my goals and assists. So yeah, just got my stats from there because of those people, and obviously I'm here today. And can't thank them enough. Especially Ollie Mers as well.
Yeah.
So big up Ollie Mers as well. So.
What was he like?
He's a cool guy. Do you know, he's a cool guy. He's actually a baller, you know. I
Is
can't
he?
lie, yeah, he's a baller. He's a baller.
Oh, he's played the soccer aid a couple times, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a baller. Can't lie. Yeah, he's a good player. But he's all in all, he's a good like I wouldn't say manager, but he also was a chairman as well there. He was good. He comes down training sometimes, helps you, and it just develops you really.
That's sick. Would you say that's where you kind of learn your graft a little bit more? Because I suppose at each club you kind of picked up something, but there, like you said, you learnt off a lot of seasoned people within non-league especially. Yeah,
like I said, like most of these players have played League 2, League 1 back in the day.
Yeah.
So they've told me what to do, where to get goals, where to get assists, where to hurt people, where to hurt players. And yeah, I think it just started off from there. Obviously, hashtag was a big platform, especially for me personally. I was still young, I was like 20. Good platform, good experience as well. And obviously, to win the league as well, just topped it off. I think it just topped off, so. Yeah.
What was that like in terms of the exposure? Because I always used to see like the comments like, oh, Jermaine's playing and da-da-da. Like, you had a proper like, you were their star boy. Because I was seeing even thumbnails. When, obviously I create a lot of content, so when I see like thumbnails and you're dead centre there, and do you know what I mean? Like, how did that feel? Like, did you feel like, I've made it sort of thing? I know it's only step 3 or step 4, but
it
must have got to you.
I've spoken to, you know, Marcus Stamp.
I
spoke to him and I said to him, a lot of people say playing for hashtag is a flex, and I just said, look, I'll be real, I played there for a long time. I don't think it's a flex, but in terms of the exposure, it is a flex.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a big flex, and it's like it's basically like with the cameras everywhere, it's like a professional environment.
Yeah.
It's a good professional environment, but obviously, I absolutely love the club. Spencer, Seb, all them players, like even PK, all them players, Devs as well, helped me, and Joe Keefe as well. I actually love the club, and obviously, hopefully one day I'll go back in it when my career's done.
What was that dressing room like with all them characters in there? You mentioned a couple of them, Tediola, PK, yourself.
It's characters, man, like cameras in your face, you know, you're gonna do something stupid. But you know what it is about PK? He doesn't act, that's how he is, if that makes sense. But when he's on the pitch, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to be disciplined, especially AT as well, knows how to be disciplined. I think it started with, as well, it started where we went on like a 21 game unbeaten streak. Who does that nowadays? Barely any people. But it's like, with them characters, it kind of brings the best out of you as well. Yeah. And obviously when sometimes he shouts at you and screams at you, PK and AT, they know you can do better. Yeah. They're not doing it to obviously violate, they're doing it because they know you can do better. But all in all, it's just a good experience there as well.
How did you develop there as a player? Because again, like you said, you learned a lot from the previous players at Coggeshall, but then at hashtag United now, you've got all them personalities around you, that sort of thing. So did you kind of develop more off the pitch as a brand? Because I was seeing the more, what's it now, J7 now? Yeah. Develop the brand now?
Yeah, I kind of used that as an exposure to obviously build myself and build my character and build like my fan base. And a lot of hashtag people still follow me till this day and follow my journey. I've seen the comments, they say he's going to make it pro, etc. Obviously now I'm a professional footballer, so obviously it's like they've been following me, and like, I just love them as a whole in it. So yeah, it was good. It's good.
That's it. Yeah. What's the one game or couple of games that kind of stick out in your mind at hashtag United? Like best game or best goal or best moment?
So best game, I'd say for me personally, Wroxham away. We went down to 9 men. I think that's when we started to realise that everyone was against us, pretty much, because YouTube team, etc. Everyone says, yeah, YouTube team, but we're more than the YouTube team. Yeah. I believe that, especially with that squad that we had, I believe that if we kept the players, we could have went so much further. And I think Wroxham was the best game. We went down to 9 men. We won 3-2. I even had to play right back at one point. PK was playing right back, doubling up against the wingers. Like, it was just sick. And then at the end, obviously, we got into a huddle, and Devs literally just said to us, it's us against the world. Like, we have nothing to lose here. As much as obviously there's 24 teams in the league, 20 teams in the league, we'll beat them all. And it ended up working at the end, lifted the trophy, so.
Yeah, sick. And then what was your best goal that you scored there? Because you scored quite a few in that season.
Yeah, my best goal was against Tilbury with the scissor kick.
Yes.
Kick. I think and scored a hat-trick that game as well, so my first ever non-league hat-trick. So yeah, I think that was probably my best goal, you know. So,
yeah? Fair enough. And then was there like any moments that you wished you could go again against, like, I don't know, was there a team that you didn't beat? Obviously, you went on a unbeaten run, but was there any teams that you kind of maybe got the better of or performed better against?
Stowmarket, we drew to them at the start. I was injured, and then we went to their ground and they beat us 3-1. I believe that we, as a whole, it doesn't matter about the players that we had that was injured. There's a lot of key players that were injured. There was still enough players to fill in. I believe that we just didn't have that feeling.
Yeah.
And I believe that sometimes when you lose certain players and they're not really on the pitch, I think certain players like to hide. That's what I just felt personally. But all in all, I feel like, yeah, we just needed to kind of take the game by the scruff of the neck and try to win that game. But obviously we lost 3-1, so at the end of the day, we ended up winning the trophy. So
yeah.
Really...
But I suppose you kind of learn more from defeat than you do from winning sometimes, didn't you? So again, you kind of learn from that and go from there.
Yeah.
So end of the season, you've won the trophy. How does the Barnet move come about then?
I went Chelmsford.
Oh no, Chelmsford, sorry, beg your pardon. Chelmsford, how did the Chelmsford move come about?
Chelmsford, obviously the next day I was on PlayStation with Ben Brooks.
Yeah.
And obviously he just missed out on playoffs because obviously they lost in the quarterfinal. He just said to me, like, I want you here. And I said, what's the club like and stuff? And
yo, Ben said that?
Yeah.
Oh, like he's the chairman?
Yeah, he said, like, because obviously the chairman asked about me through Ben Brooks.
Yeah.
And obviously he wanted me from the time I was at Coral Shore, but I didn't want to play wing back.
Yeah.
So obviously now...
Well, see, chairman, why are you playing this guy at wing back, man? You just see a fast guy, you just want to play at wing back. You not see this guy? Star boy, you know, come on.
Yeah, like, so I spoke to Robbie Simpson, the Chelmsford manager. She said, I like you, you're robust, you know how to beat a man. The touches in the box are so important because you drive the team up and you help us get into something called the Pomo area. Obviously it's just that area there. No one can touch you. If you get into that area, you hit it back stick, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a goal. It's going to go over the keeper's head, it's going to be a goal. And he tells me a lot of these things, and obviously I ended up missing the first 2 games of the season. But I came back straight away, and yeah, I was a Chelmsford player from there. Got a warm reception from the fans. I didn't actually expect those fans to be completely different to the hashtag fans.
Yeah.
They're completely different because I feel like they live and die for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's just say, for example, a 5-yard pass, you'd get away, and let's just say if you lose the ball, you'd get away with it at hashtag.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, they kind of rate you. These players, obviously, I'm not saying that they didn't rate me, but they didn't know me at the start.
They didn't know you at that start.
They knew me as just hashtag, and obviously, like, they knew me as like a good player. But if I didn't perform, it's like we kind of bought who do we buy?
Yeah.
But yeah, like after that, it was just I kicked on from there.
Was there money exchange? Oh, was it?
Compensation, yeah. That's why I ended up missing the first 2 games of the season.
Oh,
compensation.
swear.
Yeah.
Oh, so you worked though now?
Yeah.
Jeez, look at him. Okay.
Yeah.
So was there any animosity between like hashtag and Chelmsford? Like from the hashtag side? Obviously not from the Chelmsford side.
In terms of...
Like, oh, you're leaving us when we've just got promoted and stuff like that? Or was it kind of handshakes and like, wish you were the best? I know how it plays out on social media, but look.
No. Everyone, obviously from the manager, I think they knew my ambition was to be a professional footballer.
Yeah.
And obviously, I know, obviously you can only go as far as you can with a club, and sometimes you've got to take another step. And I believe that was my best step in my career so far, because I could have stayed at hashtag, but I was like I know, obviously I'm going to be the best there. I want to challenge myself to prove myself at another level, and then go higher, even higher, and then even higher, and then hopefully one day reach the Prem. Yeah,
and you will, because you've always got that ambition. I've seen it anyway, like even from the Sunday League days, and which you're still playing right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've got that ambition, man, and I believe I can see it as well, man. Like, I'm sure you get the comparisons to Raheem Sterling a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, which is a good thing. Like, it's not like he's a dead player, is it? So. Yeah, I can see it happening, man. So, what, Chelmsford, you was there a season, did your thing. How do you feel that season went?
Do you know what? The first 3 games, hard.
Yeah.
I believe, obviously I was playing wing back.
Just adjusting to that level?
Yeah, never played there. Played wing back, and it's a lot of running up and down. I then obviously got an international call-up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So I think we played Yeovil Town on the Sunday, on the Saturday, and I got a call at 3 a.m. My agent said, you might have a flight at 11. I was like, what? All right, cool. I went back to sleep. Called me 2 hours later, yo, you have a flight for Grenada. Like, you have to go play there. It was like...
Well, surely you knew about before. It wasn't just randomly... Well, just like, by the way, get up for 11, you're going to Grenada.
I didn't know anything about it. Literally, I spoke to the manager the night before that. He said, we don't know if you're going to come into to this camp, maybe next camp. I was like, cool. I just chilled, lay back. Just got a call with my agent, yo, you got a flight. Get ready. I didn't know what to pack. Just packed. I didn't believe it until I got into the plane. As soon as the plane flew off, I said, yeah, I'm there.
That's so random.
Yeah,
so what? They just literally called you up, said, by the way, seen you play.
Yeah.
Want you to play for us.
Yeah.
That's it. No like Zoom call or introduction or
nothing. Just straight up. We want you out. So I said, cool. Went out there. We played against Suriname first, and then Honduras. We drew against Suriname. I came on for 15 minutes, and I made an impact, and we scored the goal. Obviously, we played against Honduras, which was a sick experience. Like, obviously, most of their players play in like South America, some play in MLS. So obviously, it was a good experience out there in front of like 60,000 people, just screaming.
Crazy.
It was crazy. We lost 4-0 anyway, but
yeah, it's one in a minute.
Yeah, but it was just a good experience, and obviously, I came back from for Chelmsford, scored when I came back on my FA Cup debut for them. Obviously, we fast forward time. We were going through a rough patch. We were just drawing, I think we drew like 10, 11 games in a row.
Yeah.
Obviously, the fans kind of started to get onto our back, and that's when I knew, yeah, this is real non-league.
Yeah.
Compared to the hashtag, obviously, hashtag is more of like, you'll get hate on social media.
Yeah.
Chelmsford, you'll get hate in your face. You'll get told that you're bad. In
Yeah.
your face. Yeah, it's crazy. And obviously,
from your own fans as well.
Exactly. But they knew I was playing out of position, so they knew, and I was still trying to put in a graft, so they knew it was like, they kind of laid off me.
Yeah.
And then obviously we went, if you fast forward to, let's just say, I think it was October, I played against Jamaica. So obviously Demarai, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed. I had to man-mark Demarai Gray, worst experience of my life.
Oh, did you rip me to shreds?
Yeah. It was all
what position was you playing?
I was playing centre mid.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but our wing back, we had to double up, and he was playing winger. So we had to double up. So every time he had the ball, I was just doubling up, and he made me slip one time with his feet.
No.
But the difference between him and a lot of players, it's like he can ghost for the whole game. He has one opportunity and he scored.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just the difference. Do you get it? So obviously, it was a good experience out there as well. Obviously, we fast forward as well.
Hold on, let's stay on Grenada, because there's so many questions I want to talk about. First, we'll get onto Demarai Gray's experience, but like, I know you randomly came about, but who did you need to contact? Did you contact your mum and say, look, did you have to get like proof of that you're Grenadian? Like, how does that process work? Because I'm oblivious to it.
But me and my agent, we've been doing this from like since he was just about to win the league for hashtag.
Yeah.
So obviously you had a game in March against USA, but he didn't call me up because I wasn't playing at the right level, step 4, and most of these players play like step 1, step 2 kind of thing, maybe some League 2 players. He didn't think I was cut for it. Obviously, I got my mum's, I think, birth certificate because she's Grenadian, gave it to my agent, he sent it off. Obviously that's just the proof there. And then, I went to Grenada, obviously when I got that call up, and I had to do my passport there and then.
Yeah.
There and then it got made. There and then gave it to obviously I think the chairman there. He sent it off to the FIFA, and I was eligible to play straight on the same day.
Sick. And then, like, have you always wanted to play for Grenada? Because obviously people born in this country, most of the times, 9 times out of 10, want to play for England. But if you're playing lower league level and you've got dual citizenship, or you've got, parents of different heritage to England, like, you can play for a different country. So have you always wanted to play for Grenada, or was it just like a plan B sort of thing?
I didn't really think Grenada even had a team. I didn't think Grenada had a team, but I kind of realised the discipline, especially. See, like, certain players, they have ambition, and I believe, but you just got to be realistic, to be fair. And with the squad that England have, obviously, I'm not saying that I can't get there one day. As of right now, I'm not going to get into that squad, you get it? So it's like, I'll be real. And most of the English players, Premier League, or let's just say German, even in the top leagues, they're all there. I'm not there. Do you get it? So, and I haven't proved myself even when to get there.
Yeah.
Like someone like Saka, he probably didn't think at the time he was going to play for England. He might have played for Nigeria. So I just think, especially young footballers, if you have like a background heritage where you can actually play for that country, go play for that country and make a name for yourself.
I rate it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I always felt that, like, there's only certain amount of players that can play for England, so why not? Especially like if you're dual heritage and you've got, I don't know, if you're mixed heritage and you can play for England or you can play for Barbados, for example, why not do it? Why not experience it? Because look at all the countries you could be going to. Like you said, you played in front of 60,000 fans. You played up against Demarai Gray and half of the Jamaican team and stuff like that. So fair play to you for recognising it so early and doing it, man.
Yeah.
Like I really rate that, man.
Yeah.
And again, like a lot of people are following suit. Like look at you playing with Darius Johnson, right? Play for Rising Ballers. Yeah. So again, you come from a similar background in that sense. Like that's just. Well, that's amazing to me, man. Like, fair play, bro.
Thank you.
But yeah, let's talk about Jamaica, man. So you got. I'm not even Jamaica. I'm Beijing, so like I just want to know, like, what was that like playing against? Who else was in that team? Was it Antonio at the time?
Nah, Antonio played the next game.
I
think because he had a game the day before or something like for West Ham.
Yeah.
But, I heard that he was gonna play, and I was like, oh, like if he pins you, it's long.
Yeah.
But obviously, I got told that I was gonna start. Because I didn't think I was gonna start. Because obviously, when I was out there the first camp, obviously I was off the bench, and obviously I actually did well. Manager just pulled me over, said, "Look, you're gonna start centre midfielder." So okay, cool. Back in the old days, I gotta do my thing in it.
Yeah. That's your preferred position, though.
Yeah. Like, cool. Obviously, in terms of we get onto Demarai Gray now. I think there was a time where obviously he's tried to cross the ball.
Yeah.
It's got cleared to me.
Yeah.
I've done a step, and then I've gone to let's just say, the touchline, and I've fake shot him, and he's run off the pitch. Yeah, like, he's run off the pitch. I was gassed. I was gassed.
I bet you clipped up like, yo, that's my one moment.
I clipped it. I posted my story. I was like, oh. I clipped it, and then there was another time where he's tried to press me, and I must have faked to go back and then I went forward. I burst forward, and he went backwards. I was gassed as well.
Yo! So you can put in your bio, I sent Demarai Gray to the shops.
Pretty much, yeah. I can't lie. And obviously, like, the thing is, we had them on toast. We was 2-1 down, but we had a lot of possession, and we created the most chances. Brought on, like, Leon Bailey, and it kind of just went.
Long day.
Yeah, it was mad. You can just see the levels, innit?
Yeah.
Like, man just hit a diag, and the diag, it's not them floaty diags. He's hit a diag, and it's like straight like that.
Don't move.
It's gone over someone's head. Demarai Gray's taking a heavy touch, hit the byline, and he's bagged. I was thinking, what? You've just ghosted for the whole game, though. Like, I've pretty much locked you up for the whole game.
Yeah.
And the one time I get off you, you score.
Yeah.
So, but nah, he's
margins,
crazy, man. He's very good, I can't lie. Very
so
good.
How many caps you got now then?
I've got 6 caps.
Jeez.
I made my FIFA World Cup qualifiers debut as well against Trinidad and Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, obviously the next one is in June next year. Play against, I think it's Bahamas and St. Kitts. I hope that if we win the next 2, win the round, I think the knockout round, and I think it's like 1 or 2 games, you win both of them, you're in the World Cup.
Wow, that's mad. Yeah, so from non-league, or even Sunday League, if we go that far back, Sunday League, non-league, international footballer, that's mental, bro. Much, That's crazy. And again, you're world travel now, innit? The amount of stamps you must have in your passport now, it's crazy.
I have too many. When I go out there, I just use my Caribbean passport, man.
Yeah.
I can't use my English one. The English one's for holiday.
Yeah,
man.
Where would you say is the best place you've been to, like out there? Like stadium-wise and country-wise as well?
The best I've probably been to, I'm going to say Honduras.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful country, but it's dangerous as well.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous country there, especially Trinidad as well. I think it's like the 6th most dangerous country. You get there, the guy just said, don't come out your hotel.
Really?
Unless you're going training, don't come out. So obviously you get escorted by police.
Yeah.
And obviously they watch you train and stuff just in case.
Yeah.
Especially it's like that in every country. But yeah, that country is it's crazy. But it was a good experience out there. I'll be real. Yeah. I like obviously listening to different accents and stuff and trying to learn stuff. But yeah, it's a good experience out there.
So when you're out there, they call you English boy?
Yeah.
English boy.
Of course. You know, most of these people, the first thing they don't actually think I'm from England. They think I'm from the US.
Is it?
Yeah. But it's like, how could you think I'm from the US? Like, I have an English accent, but they don't know the difference, innit?
Yeah.
Nah, but it's good out there though, to be fair, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's get back to Chelmsford now. So again, you're at Chelmsford's. I think we got up to like the fans were offside and back on sides. So yeah, back at that situation there.
Obviously, when the fans, I think there was a time where we drew a game and one of our players, like, he got subbed off, but he didn't do bad. And it's like, I think one of the fans, he was like 15, must have called him bad. But the guy was just like, you're 15, you can't be talking like that. Do you get, like, I know
One of the fans?
Yeah, one of the fans. One of our own fans said that you're bad to the player. And like, calling him names, swearing at him. It's like, you're 15, why are you doing that? Obviously, me and some other player, obviously we just went to them and said, look, I understand we're going for a rough patch right now, but you support the team regardless. And then I said, come end of the season, let's say we finish in playoff position, you're going to be smiling. They didn't believe us. And then obviously, I think from January till April, I got 10 goals, 12 assists.
Nice.
That's when the manager actually decided to move me out wide and play me as an out and out winger.
Oh, he realised then.
So,
no right wing back, none of this business there.
Nah, because I'm more threatening up there.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Obviously,
it's like he didn't see your hashtag and flipping or anywhere else. So, mental.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, they started to love us again. We ended up finishing second. So we was mid-table. We ended up finishing second. No one would have thought that. And I think we had the youngest team in the league.
Yeah.
So finished second. Obviously, it gets to playoffs now. It's kind of crunch time, innit? Everyone's nervous. A lot of us young players, we've never been in the playoff position. It's either you win the league or you don't, kind of thing. Get into playoffs now. We're 2-0 down against Braintree, our rivals. I scored a header, 90th minute, and then we scored straight after again. We're thinking, yeah, we're going to get something. Just, like, I think, obviously, I think the balls come in. I was playing centre mid. Ball come in. I think they must have touched it down in the box. They smashed it. The keeper was going to save it. Hit off Ben. Hit his stomach, went in. It's one of them ones, and yeah, I think we were just heartbroken because we knew we could have done it, and but we were close in it in terms of winning the league because obviously Yeovil Town, ex-championship team, they just won it I think by like 3 points, 6 points.
Yeah.
But the thing is about us, we was young and naive, and when they dropped points, we dropped points. So we didn't pick up, and obviously when they picked up, we picked up. This kind of thing. I believe that there was certain games that we could have managed properly, and if we didn't start badly, I think that we would have won it and we would have won National League. But yeah, other than that, yeah,
it is what it is, isn't it? Like, I'm sure you learned from that experience as well, amongst all your other experiences as well. So again, Barnet move. How did that come about from there then?
To be fair, I think Barnet had a game the day we had the playoff game against Solihull Moors, and they lost 4-0. But the thing is about that, I was at Barnet before I went Chelmsford.
Okay.
So I was a trialist there.
Oh,
And
okay.
obviously they basically just said, look, you got to go get minutes the league below. So I said, all right, went Chelmsford. See, now, as soon as their game finished and as soon as our game finished at Chelmsford, I got a call the next day from the head of recruitment. He still had my number. He said, look, do you want to come in for a chat? I was like, yeah, cool. Went in for a chat. As soon as I went in there, it's like a professional environment. Like, it's a professional club, but I've never seen anything like it. Like, you go in there, he has all your stats up on the board. I had one of the most touches in the box in the league, and I didn't even know that. Like, I just wanted to play. I don't care about stats realistically. Obviously, like scoring and assisting, obviously everyone cares about that. But these kind of stats, dribbling, making
in
crucial
detail,
passes,
all the XG stuff that
it's crazy.
Talk about nowadays.
And obviously he says, like, you're robust. We've seen your. Obviously you have like a GPS. We've seen your GPS stats. You've done like so much miles. I was like, what? Like, obviously, you just said, I think you can be a great addition to our club, and I see you being the future here. So I was like, yeah. And she just went about it, and I'm here today.
Yeah, okay. So what, again, had to exchange Bit of money in between Chelmsford and...
Yeah, compensation. I'm not sure about the price, but yeah, compensation. Obviously, because obviously you're under 23, so
Yeah.
I think that's, compensation. And yeah, just got that done quick.
Sick.
Yeah.
And now you're there. You're a football manager now?
Yeah, I've been a football manager from like when I was at Chelmsford though.
Oh, right, nice. It's nothing to that. I've been a football manager, big time. Oh, I don't know why that popped into my head, but yeah, football manager. Okay, cool. So you're now at Barnet now, so officially a professional player.
Yeah.
What's the differences between being a pro now and playing in non-league?
Full-time football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just straight football. I think, I can't lie, I'll just say it straight up. The first week, I wanted to quit.
Really?
I swear I wanted to quit. No. I swear I messaged my friends and I said, look, I can't lie, I can't do this no more. My body was aching. Like, you would have a game on a Saturday, and then obviously, let's just say, or maybe like a Tuesday night, Gaffer would want you in on a Wednesday, doing runs.
What?
Yeah, like you would play, especially like you'd play 11v11. I think he's old school, innit? And the thing I like about him is, he'll just say how it is. And obviously, you know, Irishmen, they're just proper old school. Like they don't care about the GPS thing. They'll make you run in it. Yeah. And I think we had a game against who did we play? MK Dons. Mm-hmm. So we came back in for training, and the next day we had to do like 5 laps around the pitch in 7 minutes.
In 7 minutes?
And then after that, 11v11. And then after that, something called a Kante run. And then you go in. I swear.
What's a Kante run?
Kante run is like, it's like so say you do 18 runs there and back, 16, 12, 8 runs. Ugh. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like old school bleep test to me. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry for you non-league players out there and pro players out there. I don't do that. No Kante runs for me.
Yeah, it's like the difference was I wouldn't. Obviously, non-league. It's like you're training Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah. You're training Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, like and
intense training. Not none of this.
And to a standard where there's some players that have played in the Premier League that have dropped out, or played in Championship that have dropped out, or played in the top leagues in other countries and have dropped out to come to this club, especially because there's obviously great ambition, and it's more of a case of like everyone has ambition. Where if you go on Twitter and say who's going to win the league, they're going to say Barnet, because obviously they finished second, they finished 5th the season before, 2nd last season. Now you have to finish 1st, kind of thing. Expectations, kind of.
So you're almost like the Arsenal of your league.
Pretty much.
I was going to say Man City, but you know.
Yeah, pretty much the Arsenal of the league, but I believe we can do it. We've got a good squad to do it. Yeah. I believe, yeah. Great squad. And
what have you learned so far from being there? I know you've been there a short amount of time, but anything in particular that you've picked up, apart from obviously the intense levels of fitness and stuff like that? Maybe professionalism, I don't know, it could be.
Yeah, I think the most thing I probably realised is people have standards. Yeah. And the standards that they have, it's like, for example, there's one guy, he played for Wimbledon, his name Anthony Hartingen. I'm telling you, one of the best midfielders I've ever seen. Like, he's crazy. He don't move, that's the thing. You don't move, you don't run. Give him the ball, it's like, he'll just pick out a pass. And I think there was a time where I couldn't do a drill properly because I didn't understand it. Yeah. But he's not getting onto me because it's like, oh yeah, you're kind of bad, like what are you doing? He's getting onto me, he's like, come on, because you know you can do better. Yeah. And he'll give me that look of like, come on, kind of thing, without saying anything. Yeah. And obviously I'd know like what to do. Yeah. Whereas like, maybe, I don't know, Chelmsford, there's some players that will just get onto you for no reason. But obviously that's if they didn't rate you. Yeah. So obviously, yeah, but like here, I believe that's obviously the standards as well. And especially one thing that is different is if you can have a bad game, you might not even see your name on the team sheet the next day. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
you've been in that situation?
I've been in that situation. I've been in that situation.
It's kind of awkward when you're looking at.
I've been in that situation. We played Peterborough. Yeah. And I'll be real, like, I didn't really have the best game. Yeah. I didn't have the worst game, but I didn't have the best game. And obviously they're League One side. Yeah. And you can just see the standards. Like, I was blowing after the first 5 minutes. Like, it was crazy. And obviously the manager basically said to me, like, you need to get up to scratch, kind of thing. And he just said, but it's going to take you time. Yeah. And obviously they do have patience. but there's only a certain patience you can actually go. It's like, they have to win the league this year. We have to win the league. And they're not gonna, I know that for a fact, they're not gonna just keep people around that are not up to scratch.
Yeah.
So say, for example, if I'm not up to scratch, you don't know, they could just send man out on loan, or they can just sell me, you never know. But I have to be up to scratch. And I believe, obviously, I will get up to scratch. Maybe, obviously, right now I'm not really playing as much, but I know it happens. The higher you go, the worse it gets, kind of thing. You just got to have that mentality.
You got to start again. It's like you're starting again every single time, aren't you? You got to prove yourself. You can't live off of, you know, your name of yesteryear. It's not #United no more, sort of thing. So you got to start again. I get it. So how many games have you played so far? How much minutes have you got so far?
I played 1, but I got like 2 minutes out of 3. But obviously, I just know it's because the manager has his team already, and I've got to make sure that I get into that squad. I got to have that mentality where, wherever it is, like, obviously I know, for example, if I'm not getting minutes, I know, for example, I might just go on loan, or let's just say, for example, if the gaffer wants me to go on loan, or maybe like he might see me in the squad, you never know. But you always have to be ready. And I believe that when I get that opportunity, a lot of people, obviously, they'll know about me, innit, kind of thing. Obviously, they just know about me because of #, innit? Yeah. But that was back in the day. I'm a completely different player now. Yeah, and that was 2 years ago, and obviously I'm a completely different player now. I know discipline now. I know how to see out games now more. Like, my passes are completely different. My dribbling's completely different. My shooting's completely different. It's like, there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't know. And yeah.
When you say different, would you say, like, before when I saw you was like raw, just enthusiastic, flair player, would you say that's been drilled out of you and you're more like, I don't know, prolific, is that a word I don't know if I'm looking for? Or would you say disciplined? Because that's what I had this debate with Maz the other day. We were talking about like flair players, etc. And like how, I know it's comparing apples to oranges in terms of Sunday league players to non-league players, but like you kind of get that flair drilled out of you just the moment that you start moving up the leagues, don't you? You don't become that one where you can try a flick or two. It's like play it safe, you know, go back if need to, that sort of thing. Would you say that's the different side to you now that you've kind of implemented part of your game?
I believe so, because I believe obviously a lot of players get nerves. So especially young players as well, like myself. When I step on a pitch, sometimes I get nervous, innit? It's not because of the other team, because I don't want to lose the ball. Like, I don't want to lose the ball, and sometimes I may play it safe. And obviously I have an agent, Nick. He speaks to me, and like most agents wouldn't speak to me how he speaks to me. Do you get it? He speaks to me like he's my football coach. So if I'm not making the right run, he'll go back on like videos and he'll say, "Yo, what are you doing? Why are you not taking on a man 1v1? That's your bread and butter. You don't need to go backwards." Do you get it? And the gaffer at Barnet, he loves playing forwards. If you go backwards, he's gonna grill you.
Oh, so he encourages that?
Yeah, like
that's good.
But if it's not on, where are you gonna go? That kind of thing. But he says make stuff happen. You have to make stuff happen. I don't care. Go forward, don't go backwards. Okay. Because that's where the team can hurt you. They can't hurt you back there. So kind of thing.
No, that's good, because I was worried in the sense of that, you know, these old school managers, if you like, they don't like the flair players. They don't like the players that you probably see on top wall or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they just want you to go back or just hoof it long, that sort of thing. But I know a player of your stature, you don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? You've got pace to burn, you've got trickery. Like, why not utilise that while you still got it? So it's good that you've got a supportive manager like that. I was going to talk about the clubs that you've been at so far and the length of time you've been there. Do you feel like people got onto you about that? You've been at, you said # for a season? Chelmsford for a season? Like, have people got onto you about that, or do you see it in a different light of, I'm ambitious and, you know, I want to keep rising and rising? Because you're still young, but obviously in football terms, like 21, you want to get to where you want to get to, innit?
I think I realised that, obviously, when I #, it's just kids behind the keyboard, innit? Kind of thing, like, oh yeah, why are you leaving, blah, 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 like, you're this, you're that. It's like you were just respecting me just a second ago, just because I left because of my ambition. Like. I think at Chelmsford I really realised there was one guy I saw, he said, you have no loyalty to the club, especially like we lost in the playoffs and you would just want to leave. And I just said to him, look, I'll be real, like, I know it's your club, but this is my career. Do you get it? Like, if a better offer comes to me and I know I can develop there, I'm going there. I don't care about what you think. Do you get it? Because at the end of the day now, if I now make it to the top leagues, you're going to say, oh yeah, I knew that guy. It was a good decision that you left. So it will all pay off one day. So
no, definitely. And another thing I wanted to ask you about, probably been asked this already, but you know the footy stories conversation.
Yeah.
And they was getting onto you about having an agent and stuff like that, about having agents at non-league and stuff like that. And was it Chris who brought it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Anyway, football agents at non-league. Now, people can see it in two different ways, innit? You know, why is he big time having an agent at non-league level and all the rest of it, step whatever, 3, 4. But again, clearly it's paid off. It's helped. It's benefited. So how do you feel about that?
The thing is, about that footy stories thing, a lot of, I just didn't understand why it even happened in the first place. I
don't know, I caught onto it late.
I was literally just chilling in my bed and one of my boys said, yo, someone's talking about you. So I went on there and I was like, what? I'm just chilling, like, do you get it? Like, what are you doing? And then I went on there and I basically just said to him, like, I can't lie, respectfully, you wouldn't say this to man's face because it's like, how many times have I seen you? You come smiling in my face and you'll tell me, oh yeah, how much you're a good player you are, etc. And you're saying that because I've got an agent that I think I'm big time. Like, that doesn't make any sense. The reason why I have an agent, because he does the work off the pitch and I don't need to worry about that. And there's more to it as well. Like, there was even times where, let's just say, for example, I didn't have money. You just say, yo, take that, boom, you don't have to pay me back kind of thing. Hence why it's like, there's a lot of things that go on behind closed doors that you don't know about kind of thing. And you just got to respect it at the end of the day. And it all paid off at the end of the day. I told him before the season even started, and I literally said to him, at the end of the season, you will congratulate me for all the hard work I've been put through this season. At the end of the season, I got managers player of the season, and I got players, I think away coaches player of the season. And a lot of people was just like, you shut him up. I haven't heard from him ever since.
It's the best way to do it, innit?
Exactly.
Let your feet do the talking, man.
Always say that.
Would you recommend more players to do that? Like, and at what sort of level would you recommend, or at any level?
I believe wherever you are, don't matter what you do, football or basketball, don't matter, you're always going to get hate. I believe that you're going to get obstacles every single day. The hardest obstacle you face is waking up in the morning, because in your brain it's like you want to go back to bed, but you know you've got to get up to go work, kind of thing. Do you get? I believe also you gotta stay closer to God as well. I think God is the main reason why you're doing what you're doing today, and without Him, none of this would happen.
That's a good way to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, going back to the question. So, would you recommend like younger players like yourself doing it?
Yeah, I believe to the younger players, if you feel like it's right, kind of thing, I can just say like, yeah, it's right because it's me in it. And I believe that if you feel like you can do it on your own, do it on your own. But because all you do is control everything on the pitch, you can't control things off the pitch, because what you're doing on the pitch, that's what gets you the moves, that's what gets you noticed. It's like your stats, your passing, your dribbling, or whatever it is. Like, you can't do the talking off the pitch kind of thing. Kind of like, that's why I get my agent. My agent does it for me. Like, yo, do you want Jermaine? Boom, boom, boom. This is the fee or whatever it is. Yeah, kind of thing. So I can only control things on the pitch, not off the pitch, kind of thing. So I do recommend personally, an agent you trust, and he's gonna help you develop. Because there is some agents that will try to just use you, kind of thing, and they don't care about you. Yeah. But if you know an agent where it's like, yeah, he's gonna develop me, go for it.
And it doesn't have to always be a family member either.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? Some people tend to go down that route, which is nothing wrong with it. You know, sometimes it's best to keep it in-house. People might think that, but do they have the knowledge? Do they sometimes have your best interests at heart as well? That's the other thing. So, fair play, man. Let's get into some Sunday League now. So, before we get into Hatch Lane, I didn't know you played over this side of the wall, because I used to think, I know he's from West. Yeah. But why is he always trekking over to East? For Sunday League especially. But you played over this side. Tell me some of the names that you played for over here.
I played for Acton and Ealing Whistlers for 8 years. That's when I started my career, kind of thing. I've just been about there, and I was probably the only club in West that I kind of played for, kind of thing. And obviously I left there. Obviously, when I took the non-league route, I met Kevin Bonjanga. Hold
on, but there was another team that you played for, wasn't it? Team in white? Somali team or Somali owner? was gonna say it's not underdogs.
Someone.
Oh gosh, he was on YouTube as well. Flipping hell.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Quarterback.
Yeah, that was it. There we go.
Oh, quarterback. Yeah. They're Northwest. There was a couple of my people there as well. So yeah, I used to play for them as well. I played there, I think, about a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, them as well. And then I met Kevin. He told me about Hatch.
Yeah.
And I was just like, alright, cool. East is kind of far, innit? Like, it's like cool, innit? Like, but I always knew that East had a lot of good players out there.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to challenge myself, I got to go out there. And then we ended up winning the treble, the London Cup, the League, and the League Cup. And I think a lot of people started to respect Hatch.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. How we beat obviously like Baiteze and stuff, SE Dons, all the big clubs on YouTube. So we weren't really a joke, kind of thing. So yeah.
I think one of your better games, correct me if I'm wrong, was the game against SE Dons. Like,
yeah.
Really showcase Hatch.
Yeah, pretty
obviously
much.
on a big platform as well against a big YouTube team, but you shone out in that in particular, innit? Now it's obviously was it during the season that you won the league, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it was the same season, and it was good out there. I'll be real. It's like a lot of people didn't know about Hatch. They just knew, East London team, top of that league. It's like they don't do YouTube, you don't know their play, and I think that's the main thing that helped us. So you couldn't really watch our games and stuff and how we played, and it's like we're kind of like the underdogs, and I'm glad we did it because Hatch done a lot for me. Can't lie, just put me on a lot of platforms and stuff, and behind closed doors. Like sometimes you don't need a platform on YouTube. Sometimes you just need to know people. Yeah. And Hatch know a lot of people. So yeah, I think they got me to where I am today. Even till this day, they still support me and try to get me back and that.
But you can't play for them now, innit?
Nah,
it was professional, innit? So.
Yeah, contracted. As soon as the contract is done, I'm always there though. Always there. Friendly games, always there.
Nah, that's love, man. Like, talk to me about the Baiteze rather than how was that?
Baiteze. Nah, you know what is? I love them a lot. Like I know a lot of boys there, like Joe and stuff, but you know, sometimes they just talk so much. They used to talk so much, and
because that's what Kev was saying, is like they talk about you lot more than you talk about them, innit?
Exactly. And I've only lost to them once when I've actually played, and it was in a cup. But every time we played them, we would pop them. Pop them. I'm telling you, we pop them. But that's because we had a lot of good players like Kirk, Tyrone Hemmings, Zach, Ash. Who else? Like we had Trem. All them players, like good players. So. And I feel like we had an older squad and Baiteze has the younger squad, but we knew how to see out games, kind of thing. Yeah. And we played off ones and twos. Baiteze more of like they just had like a lot of flary players, but we knew how to deal with them, and we'd always beat them. But the rivalry is good. It was a good rivalry. Do
you still think that you lot could beat them now?
If we had the same team back then yeah, 100%. But they've got good players like Doku, Ruben Jr., Ahmed as well. Like, I like Ahmed. All them players, like they're very good players. But the thing about them, their defense is a bit shaky all the time. It was a bit shaky. Like Quincy, I always say Quincy. Yeah, Quincy's funny, man. I love Quincy, but he kind of shaky though, man. Long legs, man. Saves him. But yeah, good team. And good manager as well. What's his name? Billy. I like Billy. I spoke to Billy quite a few times, and Frankie as well. Yeah. So yeah, I liked a lot of them.
Would you ever play for them?
Do you know what? They tried to get me to play for them.
Is it?
I was going to go there at one point because Hatch was annoying me at one point. Like, there was just bare people that they would only come for the big games. Yeah. Like, the SC Dons game, we had like 20, 30 players.
Of course.
But it's like, you could only get bare 11 for the next game, and I would turn up like every week, and it's like...
And you're coming from here as well, you're coming from...
And Baiteze, they had, at the time, they had 2 squads. Where if one squad can't make it, cool, I'm just going to fill you in. Like, I'm just going to fill in. Yeah. Get it? And I was going to go there. And then Hatch was just like, don't go there, innit? Because, nah. And I was like, cool. I just stayed loyal to Hatch.
Fair enough. What have you made of some of the players that have left, though? Do you know what I'm saying? Like Ash, SC Dons.
Yeah. You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was getting good in the group chat. Yeah. But, it's the same thing. It's like you're doing it for like your career kind of thing. Obviously, I don't know what he wants to do in it, but I just feel like you're just doing it for fun in it. I can't lie. And Hatch, it's not the same Hatch as last year. I think a lot of people would tell you like it's not the same Hatch. The treble winning season Hatch is the best ever Hatch. I think it's the best ever team in London, Sunday League. Yeah. We can beat anyone.
Okay.
We lost like what? We lost 2 games that season.
Yeah.
2 games. The Baiteze was one of them, and there was 1 game against, I think it was El Valiente.
Yeah.
But we only had like 10 men. So.
So what do they need to change now? They need to just recruit now, innit?
Yeah.
Because even Eddie Cole's gone now. He's gone back to Baiteze as well.
I think they need to recruit just young players, that hungry players that want to play. I believe that obviously like the older generation, it's kind of dried off right now. Like it's kind of dried off right now. But I feel like they need to recruit some young players that are just hungry and they want to get. Because everyone knows Hatch is a treble winning season. Hatch. They don't. Back in the day, you wouldn't really say that about Hatch.
Yeah.
Now obviously we made statements. I believe obviously the players like myself, Kirk, you say Ash, all them, and we've all like gone now, kind of thing. And I think you just need to recruit a lot of players and build on from there.
What do you think their chances of winning the league next season?
I always think Hatch can win the league. I think that league was too easy. I believe that I wanted to make a league with what was it? I think there was a league of
the SFL league.
Yes, I wanted to go into that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go into that, but obviously Hatch didn't want to go into that because it's too many games.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go into that to set pace kind of thing. Like if we win that, no one could chat to us.
Yeah.
Like we just maybe we beat SC Dons once, but when Hatch played them the other time, they lost 5-2. Do you get like beat Baiteze, but when Hatch played them the other time, they lost. It's like you need to be in a league and then win that league to kind of say that. But I feel like we just smoked that league. I'll be real.
Yeah, you reckon?
We'd smoke that league. Straight up. Straight up.
So, okay, I'll ask other people this, I'll ask you this. Mount Rushmore teams. If you had to pick 4 teams that represent Sunday League, the best 4 teams, or the best teams that mean something to you, who would they be, those 4 teams?
Sunday League?
Yeah.
Okay. First, Hatch.
Okay.
SC Dons.
Yeah.
Baiteze.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go...
And it can be past and present, by the way. It doesn't have to be current, like...
I'm going to go for Takers.
Okay. You were on the Takers era?
Yeah. Like, I never like played for them, but I've seen them play.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, you'd include, like, the Rising Ballers in there, but I just think that they're... Like, the thing is, you can't really include... I think they're just too sick.
Yeah.
I think they're too sick. But I like Takers, you know.
I could have seen you at Takers, man. And it would have been easier for you as well.
Yeah, with Northwest. It's like, I know a lot of players there. I know Rico.
Yeah.
Good player. I know Apple.
Yeah.
There's good players there. And Montel.
Yeah.
He's at Hatch now,
Hatch now, yeah.
Yeah, he's cold, I can't know. Left-footed player stuff. Yeah, no, they always cause a lot of problems. Takers, like in terms of like playing people, like when they play people, it's like they're not a joke.
Yeah.
So I like them.
Oh, I miss them, man. Right, talk to me about the person that you've come up against who's giving you the most amount of trouble. Because I spoke to Montel, and he said you were the person that gave you the most amount of trouble when you played up against him in Sunday League. So again, I'll ask you the same thing.
So a person. So in Sunday League.
Yeah, or it could be non-league as well.
I'm going with. I'm gonna go with Jack Aldino.
Ooh.
And K Runner.
Okay.
When we played SC Dons, both of them.
Yeah.
I feel like they were just running ragged in there. But even though we beat them, it's like those are the 2 that can make things happen, kind of thing. So if you don't lock them up, you know they're gonna score, kind of thing. And yeah, it's just them 2, to be fair.
Okay. And then non-league wise, who would you say was your greatest defender that you came up against, or hardest defender that you came up against?
The hardest defender I've came up against.
Well, this needs to be a defender. It could just be opposition in general, because you're playing a centre mid or...
Yeah. The hardest player in non-league that I've came up against. I'm gonna go with. What's his name? There's one guy that plays for Yeovil. Oh, Morgan. His name's Morgan, centre back. I forgot his name. Morgan Williams, I think.
Okay.
he's just crazy to play against. Like, he's tall, he'll pinch you, do a mad thing.
All the little dark arts.
Yeah, like, it's like, and like, you try to win. I can't lie, I'm a good leaper in terms of like, getting up. But like, when you get up, like, he kind of nudges you off balance.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the air, I'm off balance. I can't hit the ball. And it's like, and he knows what to do in terms of like, let's just say if he knows you're fast, he'll stand off you, or no, he'll let's just say, yeah, cool. If I try to push it past him, he just gets that arm out.
Yeah.
When he gets that arm out, it's just peak. I can't go past
day.
him. Yeah, but like, he's a very good defender.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna end on the game. So, got these bunch of cards now, and they've got like questions on there, innit?
Yeah.
So you just got to answer the questions, innit? I'll mix up so it's not too obvious. Right, I'll do a couple of them. So,
How many I'll pick?
pick one.
One there. Best football stadium in the world. Camp Nou.
Camp Nou, yeah?
Yeah.
You can play in there one day?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Wow.
I just think the atmosphere is crazy there. Like, I've been there, watched Barcelona, and I've also been to the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah.
I just think it's nothing compared to the Camp Nou. It's
Yeah.
crazy, the atmosphere. Everything's jumping. It's crazy, man. It's good.
It's mental, man. I've been there one time. I was up in the gods though, and this is when Messi,
Yeah.
Suarez, and Neymar are playing together. But I think they won like 6-0. Each one of them scored 2 goals. Sick.
Got your money's worth, man.
Yeah. Saw them in action, bro. You don't need to go for the top, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Nah, you can go for anyone, innit?
Let's go for the top one. Compare your partner to a football team. I don't have a partner. I had one, I think like 2 years ago. I'll compare her to City.
City?
Yeah.
What? Full of money?
Nah, not even, man. She just hold it down in there, man. She just holds it down like she's there. I'll compare her to a footballer. She's like Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De
Yeah,
Bruyne,
man.
you know.
Compare her to Kevin De Bruyne, man. She's like, she would hold it down, assist. She was a good person. I can't lie. She was a good person. I'm gonna go with
Let's go with a different one, yeah.
the yellow one. You can't get out.
There you go.
Choose one word to describe your last football manager.
We going with Devs?
Yeah, we'll go with Devs. Go with Devs. I don't mind. We'll go with Devs. One word. Motivator.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think there was one time, which I think he played a big part in it. I think there was a time where I was going through a rough patch. So obviously I lost my friend to a knife and I lost my auntie to childbirth. And I spoke to Stampy about it, and I was going for a rough patch where I was doing like a mad thing on the roads and stuff, which led me to getting stabbed. Also, Stampy just basically said to me, look, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. And I believe that he says that with your ability, you just can't go unnoticed. Devs as well. When I spoke to Devs, he just said, you have to be the best player. You're the best player in the league. And I think since then, that gave me motivation to every time I step on the pitch, even if I have a bad game, you have to keep thinking that you're the best player and something will happen. And you got to take the opportunity.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for a couple more.
Complete the sentence. I could have made it, but do you know what I'm gonna say? Yeah, I think you know. Knee injury. Knee injury. Everyone says it. Everyone says it, man.
So people say it's ACL nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the updated one.
Yeah.
ACL. Let's go for one more. Last one.
I'll go for
He's going right to the bottom.
Let's go. Yeah.
Cool.
I got 2.
Cool.
Best goal you've seen. Lionel Messi. I think it was in a Copa del Rey final against Athletic Bilbao when he's picked it up from like a halfway line. He's dribbled past 3 men,
Yeah.
cut inside, and he smashed it bottom corner.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You're Messi or Ronaldo, man?
Messi.
Messi?
Yeah, I think he's the best. I don't, I don't get when people, I understand. I think they're both good, innit? Like,
Yeah.
they're both sick. I just believe, I believe, it's just topped it off. He's won the World Cup. You can't say anything.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ronaldo's more hard working, but Messi's more talented.
Surely you can expect, like, you can appreciate the graft though from Ronaldo, innit?
Yeah, you have to. I think with my mentality.
Like you said at the start, innit? What was the phrase you come up with?
Hard work beats talent.
There
But then
you
know what it is? Sometimes hard work actually doesn't beat talent. Sometimes talent actually beats hard work. But
Oh, yeah, so he's remixed. He's gone back now.
but nah, I think I got a mentality of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But the talent of Messi.
Okay, well, that's a good mix to have, isn't it?
So yeah.
All right. So what? What does the future hold for you? What do you want to happen? Like, what are you predicting for the next 5 years? Obviously, you want to get to the Premier League, but talk me through the steps in order to get there. Like, what would you want to see happen?
Firstly, I've got to just stay disciplined, in my personal opinion. I feel like I've still got people in my life that I have to get rid of that are not gonna elevate me, kind of thing. Secondly, on the pitch, it's all about stats nowadays. I just need to focus on getting my stats up. In order for you to get the stats up, you got to obviously you got to know the right areas on the pitch. It's like I watched a bit of Kevin De Bruyne sometimes, and although that he's not in the position that I am in, sometimes I watch him and the way he scans the pitch. That there was even a pass against Stoke City one time. He must have just done it against, I think it was like around 4 defenders. It's gone round and Sané just smashed it in. I'm like, raw, like, I didn't see that pass.
Yeah.
But like the main thing is just belief. You've got to stay believing, because there will be a time where you don't think that you can do it, kind of thing. And don't get this, you will have bad games. Like, there'll be bad games, but I think just belief and staying closer to God as well, like I said, is the main thing. But yeah, I do see myself in 5 years being in the Premier League, if not Championship, League One. Obviously, I'm still not settled for that in terms of I want to make it to the Premier League. But sometimes you never know, innit? Sometimes it just might be unrealistic. So sometimes you just got to take what you get.
Yeah. And what about internationally?
I want to personally get to the World Cup.
Yeah.
I believe we've never been to the World Cup. I want to do that for my country and be the vocal point of my country, and one day hopefully captain my country to the World Cup, if not just captain my country in general.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's good.
Yeah.
And again, I didn't even have you down as such a spiritual person as well, man. I didn't know you was that close to God, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Has that been brought on in, like, did something happen for that to click?
Yeah, obviously, like, when I got stabbed, I had to get out of there, because although that sometimes it can catch up to you, you may see like the people that you used to have arguments and stuff with on the roads, but it's like they know what I do now, innit? They know I'm a footballer, so they kind of like lay off me a bit, but I kind of avoid certain areas. Yeah, so, but yeah, like, I believe God is the answer to everything. Like I said, without him, nothing will. You wouldn't be here till this day. So you got to thank him when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Because some people don't even wake up. Some people didn't wake up today.
Yeah. Nah, respect it, man. Who would you want to see in that hot seat, and what would you ask them? Who's next?
He's next up.
Who would you like to see there?
Okay. I got a lot of ballers out here. I'm going with. I want to see Darius here.
Darius?
Yeah, I want to see Darius here. Like, me and Darius are kind of similar, but I feel like he's more flirtier than me. But in terms of consistency, I'm more consistent than him. We already had that conversation. We always have battles in terms of like, when we go out there, who can get the most assists or who can get the most crosses or something like that. But I think he's absolutely sick. I think if you have him here, one thing I will ask him is, I believe that he's got the ambition, and I think he's got the talent to become a Premier League footballer. He's got the talent to be a Premier League footballer right now. I believe that the question you've got to ask him is, does he want to do it? I think, does he want to do it, and does he want to like get there?
Is he still out in Holland right now? Is he? Or is he back in England?
Sure, you know. I think I think he's still out there, but I'm not sure. I think he left. I think he left there.
Okay.
I think he left there, but I'm not sure about his club-wise. But I'm going to see him obviously when I go camp in September. I leave on 1st.
Yeah.
So we're going to see him. Obviously, I'm his roommate, so I'm going to punch him up.
Well, Darius, want to see you here next, and you know what's coming to you already, question-wise already. But Jermaine, appreciate you, my bro.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
And guys, if you like that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, as always. See you guys on the next one.